So this is really about to change the entire game.
So the big question is, what are top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate, grow their teams and add more transactions year over year while so many struggle? To get the answers, we interview top real estate agents to learn their secrets to success. Listen, we believe every agent should make a minimum of $100,000 per year, and we're on a mission to make this happen. We've already helped over 100 agents achieve this with our coaching. So if you want to fast track your business growth, get to your first $100,000 in GCI or add another $100,000 in GCI using social strategies, then head over to go.eliteagentsecrets.com, or you can just click the link in the description below. Also, just make sure to follow us, hit that subscribe button, and if you get any value from this at all, please tell a friend and leave us a review. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
So one of the things you just touched on, and I think this is a nice caveat into your second topic, is you said real estate is a data-driven business. Like, we're making money off data. And your second topic is about understanding migrational trends. Now, I didn't know this. So
I didn't either.
Tennessee is apparently the number one destination for U-Haul trucks. So there's either a big-ass depot that all of them are getting dropped off at, or people are moving. So
that's right.
Tell us a little bit more about migrational trends.
So I think when you guys sent me the initial invitation or dropped the hint about doing this, it was in December, maybe end of December. And at that time in 2020, Tennessee was the number one spot for U-Haul migrations, according to uhaul.com, and you can source all this data. Since that time, January 4th, they released 2021 data. And so this was January 1st, 2022 is when they released 2021 numbers, but Texas is number one now. So it's regained the spot. So Tennessee's number 3. But at the end of the day, it's one of the top states for migration. And so then I guess the topic is why, understanding the migrational trends and then sort of explaining that. And I put together some sort of talking points. This is, from the desk of Bradley, and you can take it for what it's worth. But these are what I believe to be those factors. Number one, and this is really not number one, number two. I'm going to say I'm in a certain order, but I don't guess it really is an overarching thing. But I just took 3 things that I think. One of the things is our low regulatory environment. And we have a rich economic development sort of climate here. Where I live in Milan, Tennessee, we're about halfway in between Memphis and Nashville, if you understand the geography of Tennessee. Tennessee's in sort of 3 grand divisions, and I'm about 90 miles east of Memphis. And just this past November, Governor Lee announced the investment that Ford Motor Company is going to make into what's called the Blue Oval City. This is around Brownsville, Tennessee. This is a $5.6 billion investment. And Ford, it's the largest investment ever made by a U.S. automobile manufacturer in the United States. So this is really about to change the entire game for us in real estate, for our area. Nashville has had this tremendous boom going on for about 10 to 12 years. That was fueled in part by Nissan came in there and made a big automobile manufacturing plant, in Spring Hill, but a very low regulatory environment, very rich economic development, friendly state, no state income tax, very low cost of living, affordability is a key. Just a sort of a freedom state. We didn't really have a few cities had the mask mandates and had that sort of thing, but not much of that going on here. It's a freedom state, sort of, to say it like that, I guess. But we also, our state parks, we have 56 state parks, beautiful. Tennessee has the geography of Tennessee is very sort of diverse. We have mountains in East Tennessee, and we have plains in West Tennessee, and prairies and valleys and sort of in the middle. We have the Tennessee River. 56 state parks, no access fee, so you can visit any of the state parks for free. Some of the I guess attractions or whatever might cost money, but just access in general is no charge. So I think those are all reasons why people would move here. Our taxes are low. I was showing someone I was showing someone a duck hunting property yesterday. He said, "What are the taxes? It's 102 acres. You know what the taxes are? Like $600 per year. So
What?
yeah, it's very
Holy crap.
Our state budget, we have a surplus here. That like people don't even know what that is anymore with governments. Most governments run a budget deficit, but Tennessee runs a surplus. So it's very fiscally conservative state, and it offers a very good quality of life here.
One of my questions for you is, people from Tennessee who are listening to this right now, how can they, obviously it's very specific to your state, which we understand, so it doesn't fit necessarily everyone. But like, for example, we sell homes in Florida and Boca, huge migration state, huge, like massive, right? What are your recommendations for realtors who are listening who are part of a migration state, aka Texas, Arizona's another one, Tennessee, Florida, how they can position themselves to capitalize on it?
Well, if I were someone, I would be, this is unbelievable to you. And I can't even, this makes me sound smart. And I promise you, I didn't even know what I was doing. I own the domains www.movemetotennessee.com and movemetotn.com. And that when I started at United Country in 2012, I bought those domains and thought, I'm going to focus on out-of-state buyers, and, didn't drive a whole lot of traffic. But I would be making a lot of videos, and I would be sponsoring them on social media out in the markets so if you look at just go get that U-Haul migration map, and you say they have a map that shows where they're coming to, and they have a map that shows where they're coming from. And I would sponsor and target videos to those markets where they're coming from. And I would just, if you have a listing, promote it out of state, or, just make videos and talk about the area. I mean, all the real estate coaches that I come in contact with or sort of listen to or follow or talking about video. They have been for like 4 or 5 years. But I mean, that's one of the reasons why I want to do this, this podcast. Obviously, it's just media. It's digital media. And the more of that you can produce, the more content that you can produce and sort of get yourself out there, the more, and then go, I guess the chambers of commerce deal with a lot of out-of-state people. So, maybe, take a gift card for a coffee shop, or maybe take lunch down to your local chamber of commerce and meet the people there and say, hey, I'd love to talk to these people out of state. I specialize in out-of-state buyers. And, I love my community. I feel like an ambassador for community. I'm not only interested in selling this person a home, but I'm interested in, making them feel welcome, in our community when they arrive. So that sort of thing.
Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in gaining access to our course and coaching programs, then head over to go.eliteagentsecrets.com.